I just wanted to do a quick video on a product I picked up today. I'm going to be setting up a 125 litre dual tank. It's going to be that one there. And basically I'm going to do a planted tank with this. So over the last couple of weeks, months, I've been picking up all the bits and pieces that I think I need. And today what I picked up was this, which is a Tunze Comline internal filter. Now with the tank I will be running a Eheim Eco 300, but I was concerned about the flow rate, so I was always thinking I'm going to end up having to get something to circulate the water more. I was looking at the nano stream wave makers, call them what you will, but then I saw this online, which although goes against what I'm trying to create, i.e. less stuff inside the tank, hence the reason I've got the glass flow pipes there, and the glass CO2. I saw this, if I can get it out, and I thought, since I'm going to be going to get something for more flow anyway, with this being a filter, it just helps me. I'm assuming I'll probably be using it as a type of reactor for chemical filtration. So my Eco will take care of the biological side of things, and any purigin, what we got here, any of the Fosguard stuff that I'm going to be running, I'll be putting into bags and putting into this. And what I quite liked about this was it's actually powered by the a nano stream head anyway, so it's going to give really good flow. I mean, I think it's rated at about 650 litres an hour. My Eco is only 600 litres an hour, but by the time you take into account you're putting in all the media in both, I should be okay for well over turnaround of 10 times an hour, which is what obviously we're looking for. Now, there is also a place where you can put your heater. Now my heater is going to be inline because I've got a high door inline heater there. But what I might use this for is I'm thinking of getting a over the top somewhat, but an aquarium controller. And probably what I'll be, if I do get that, what I will use that for is I'll put my pH probe in there, which I think should work out quite well actually. Now I've opened this already, and to be fair, it's a bit of a pig to do, so bear with me. It's not the most elegant of things to open, but let's have a see what you have inside anyway. Basically, you just get the blue sponge. Don't know if you can see that clearly, sorry about the camera, I am literally just using a phone. Some filter floss, which again isn't going to set the world on fire. And you can't see in there, but it is quite a deep pit. I mean, you know, it's a handful before you get to the area where your pump is situated. And what I liked is it come with this here, which is a media bag. So normally with your internal filters, they will be quite specific in their setups, and they'll be designed for certain media. So I don't know if it's a say a fluval one or something like that, it will expect you to run its media in it, whereas this looks a bit more dynamic, which I like. I like the fact that you've just got a big hole in there, and I can bag up whatever I want to bag up and put it in there. So I can have my purigin, I can have my Fosguard, you know, and then maybe just have these just to shine the water slightly, and then I'll continue using my Eco to run my biological side. Now I'm going to try and open this. It's probably going to be a nightmare to open. Oh, there we go. Again, it's not very elegant opening, I'll give it that, but what I do like is that the nano stream. You see, just that's what your media basket sits on, and that gives a really good flow. You know, I think it'd give a good wide flow. I was looking at I mean, this is called a Comline filter. I was looking at its bigger brother, which comes with two. I forgot the name of it now. I think it was the 605 River Pack I was looking at. Really clever in the way it's worth looking at, because it's a weird way of doing the filtering. To be fair, I've not seen it done like that before. You've got an enclosed sponge in that one, which is similar like the Fluval G series. I don't know if you've ever seen those, where you pull the cartridge out and the filter's in a cartridge. It's got that on one side, and on the other side it's a bit like a reactor, I suppose. It takes a small amount of water that the pump is sucking in and directs it into the other chamber. I mean, the two of them, there's two chambers in there, a bit bigger than this one, and it creates the bacteria. But normally what you don't get is, I think it's for the nitrates you have trouble with, or the nitrites. Getting rid of those in the cycle, and the way that's designed is that actually helps with that, with the media they use, and the real slow trickle of water. This is literally a small portion of what it would be sucking out. But as I said, in that tank, a 125, I did the measurements, and half the tank would be a filter, really defeating the purpose of what I'm trying to go for. Again, this is also, to be fair, so obviously the way I work my rocks, and me wood, I'm going to have to be careful of what it looks like. It's definitely not going to end up looking like an Amano style, that's for sure. But it is my first go of a planted tank, so to speak. I've tried before. It was a bit of a nightmare. I moved on to Cichlids, so I've got a 4-foot Mbuna tank. Again, it's a Rio, it's a white one, so I love Mbuna, just love them. But I really wanted to try to plant it again, do it properly. Obviously CO2, so again Tunze CO2 regulator. Also going to be doing EI with the ferts, gotta love that. And I'm still umming and ahhing about whether I'm going to go with a dry start method. I think I probably will. I think I've got everything that I need. The only thing I'm missing is the plants, which I'll be ordering online. For substrate, I'm using Carib Sea Eco. I was looking at the ADA stuff. It is the right stuff to use, to be fair, but it's uber expensive, and it's one of them things. The cost was just too much. So basically, that's where we are with that. And as I said, the Tunze streamline filter, if you're after something to act as more of a, I suppose, a reactor, call it what you will, in your tank, which has got really good good ability to put whatever media you want in there, in a bag, floss, do what you want with it. It's just a chamber with a pump, which for me is ideal. You don't have to use their specific media, you can put whatever you want in there, which is ideal.